further that mission. And that these four animals that you've been seeing swimming around throughout your time are called short-fin pilot whales and joined us because they were involved in mass strandings of this particular species several years ago. That goes back to 2011 and 2012, where there was a large group of these animals that were actually found washed ashore in various parts of our Florida coastline. SeaWorld was called upon to help in these scenarios, bring these animals in, nurse them back to health. And our goal for any animal that we intercede and try to nurse back to health is to return them back to the ocean whenever possible. Now, in the case of these four animals, they were so young at the time of their stranding that federal agencies actually deemed them non-returnable and felt that the best chance of their survival long-term would be a permanent home here at SeaWorld. So that's why they're still with us today. Now, their names are Fredi, Ava, and Piper. You can see them making their way over here right now. They are between 5 to 8 years of age. Fredi being our oldest, she was stranded in 2011, and she was a bit older at the time of her stranding, at around 2 years of age. Whereas the three other whales stranded the following year, but they were estimated to be only 6 months of age at the time of their stranding. Now, they have grown a lot since their years living with us here at SeaWorld, but there's still a lot more growing to be had. And that the short-fin pilot whales that you see now are the second largest species of dolphin, second only to the killer whale in size. Killer whales are the largest species of dolphin. Pilot whales, they can get upwards of, in the case of the males, some reports of 7,000 pounds of full grown. That's even larger than some female killer whales. Now, the size we're looking at right now is around 1,500 pounds, to give you some perspective, so they can easily more than double in size in the case of all four of these individuals. Now, their time with us here has been so special. We've been able to work a lot with them, teaching them a variety of different behaviors. Some of the most important behaviors is how we can better care for our animals, encourage them to participate in their own health care, such as rolling over, showing off different parts of their body so we can look them down head to tail, even ask them to slide up onto various surfaces. In some cases, it could be a scale, so we can get an accurate weight of them, charting how they're growing and progressing throughout life. But this has allowed us to learn more about the species as well, as there's only 2 facilities here in the United States to care for this particular species. We've got us here at SeaWorld Orlando, and also our sister park out in California, SeaWorld San Diego. Now, one of the ways that we're able to get that better insight to learn more about this species is by having them participate even in some research studies. Just really cool. So, as I mentioned before, ways that we can encourage them to participate in their own health care, rolling over, presenting parts of their bodies. We're able to get a lot of measurements that simply would not be possible to get from pilot whales that are living out in the ocean today. Some of those measurements, we can use a soft fabric type tape measure that will encircle their body in various regions so we can measure how big around they are, while also using an ultrasound, and we can measure their blubber thickness. That blubber that keeps them well insulated in sometimes rather chilly water. But using these coupled with aerial photographs that we can take of our whales here at SeaWorld, we can learn more about the body condition of pilot whales out in the ocean today. As I mentioned, we can get those photographs of them here at SeaWorld. That's something we can do out in the ocean as well. But we can pair that with all those other data points that I mentioned pilot whales are so willing to provide us here at SeaWorld, so we get a better understanding of how pilot whales are doing in the various waters that they inhabit, which tends to be in tropical and subtropical waters sort of the globe. Now, one of the most common food items for pilot whales is squid. So you may see a lot of squid being used in this interaction on here today. We've got Piper over here on the left-hand side, a nice little wave coming along the wall for you. Looks like we have Ace, who's jumping a bit around the edge of the pool. You can see them up and out of the water. So one of the ways we can reinforce them, telling them they're doing a great job, could be giving them some of this fish or squid, but it could also be a back rub, or utilizing different toys they can push around and play with here in the water on a variety of different things. Looks like Ava and Ace might be spinning around with a little hula, probably with their fingers over there on the right-hand side. We do hope you guys are enjoying this opportunity to learn more about our pilot whales today. We might be doing a bit more with them here today before we start our transition over to that largest species of dolphin, our killer whales, our Shamu family, which will be happening in yet another interaction out in Shamu Stadium. So once we're done here with our pilot whales, we'll play a little announcement over the speakers here. And then we'll be able to help you over towards the right-hand side of the pool. There's some exit doors there to help you in the Shamu Stadium so you can see our Shamu family. We'll see you all shortly and let us know if you have any questions as we're making our move over there here in just a little while. Thank you.
Baixa os braços, senão a gente não consegue ver. Baixa os braços sem rir. Olha lá, ela tá falando o que ela tem que fazer. Olha lá.